new moon in Scorpio is going to change your life. Okay? Listen to me. It's going to change your life. This is the most intense new moon we've had all year. It's going to be intense. And the things you've been running away from all year, you're going to be confronting them. You are. Just wait and see. It shouldn't terrify you. It should be a time for you to be intentional about what you want. And that means anything that you're hungry now that you're going to have that you don't want, that doesn't serve you, like, it's time to let it go. I need you to, like, get zeroed in on what you're trying to accomplish. You're not going to make it if you don't eliminate what doesn't work. For you to fully utilize this new moon in Scorpio, you need to be clear about what you want so you can start to build with that focus as opposed to spreading your energy thin. Examine your relationships, because if you have some energy suckers and drainers around you, you need to cut that shit up. And for you, I suspect it's going to be friends and family. You probably have some family that you need to shut the door on. That's what's going on with you. You have some family members and some friends that you need to divorce. That's where your energy is going. So yeah, you need to be intentional, because Scorpio is an excellent manifester. It's because they focus. They don't have several focus. They have a focus. Yeah. So if it's not working for you, there's no getting around it. Because this new moon is also happening at the Scorpio degree. And we're currently having Mars in Scorpio. So we have Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Mars in Scorpio, and new moon in Scorpio at the Scorpio degree. What does that tell you? It's time to destroy. So something new can bloom. A lot of us, we want something new, but we don't want to let go. It doesn't work that way. You have to give to get. You don't want to give, you can't get. And if it's not working and you want to hold on, then you're sending a message to the universe that what you want is trash. What you want is not the quality. It's low value. But don't be surprised if that's all you got. And I want that to change your quality. So, sense that. Yes, it hurts. But the only way we evolve is with this picture. I'm a big advocate for snitching. It hurts, but you keep it moving. People get too comfortable anyways. They start taking you for granted. They start not appreciating. Let go. Because you're queen yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and the next day. So if you're not who I thought you were, then you gotta go. Scorpio doesn't like to let go. This is why when they do, the universe rewards them. Always. Especially Scorpio's like biggest area of growth. It's letting go. So it's not that it's not gonna hurt. It's trusting that I can handle it. Like, even though yes, it hurts, like, this is a door that I need to go through to get to the next door. And I'm not gonna get to like a partner place until I can let go of what hurts me. But I needed to hurt so deep that I remember that pain and I never fucking do that shit again. That is the point of feeling our pain deeply. So when we avoid it, we don't get to really go deep. And as a Scorpio, you know, if it's not deep, it's not real. Because it can be, you know, you get it. So yeah, you've got to cut it. Sometimes you got to cut it. It's the only way to grow. It's like pruning roses. You got to cut them if you want them to bloom more beautifully. So if it's not working, gotta go. I'll cry in the shower, but I will move the fuck on. Each and every single time. Because one thing I'm not gonna do is be miserable so somebody else can be happy. Never. Why do they deserve to be happy while I'm miserable? Because that means that I think they're more valuable than I am. So, bitch, no. If you don't make me miserable, we both about to be miserable. And when I can no longer handle your misery, guess what? I'm gonna go back in the sun where I'm happy. Because my life is not to cater to you. That's not why I was made. So it's either you're adding to my plate or you're moving the fuck on. Because who are you that I should sacrifice my peace of mind, my mental health, my physical health, you know, my harmony, my joy, so you can be happy? What am I getting? If the math is not mathing, I'm moving the fuck on each and every single time. Because nobody is worth my peace of mind. That's it. It's that simple. Because I know God made me to be happy. It doesn't mean every moment is going to be happy. But what it means is that God did not create me for a life to be surrounded by people who just take from me and not give back to me. Or people who take from me and don't care about me and don't love me. People who I love and who don't love me. That's not why I was made. The only reason some people get stuck there is because they sort of believe and that's what they deserve. So when in your mind you believe that's what you deserve, guess what? That's what the universe will give you each and every time because you have low self-esteem. You got to raise your vibration before you can have something better. If you believe all you deserve is trash, guess what? That's what you're gonna get. You gotta ask and you shall receive. Me, I'm not here for trash. You can take that shit out yourself. I want the best. I want me at my best and you at your best. And I want to have the best experiences. So it's either you're going to be your best and I'm giving you my best, or you're going to get gone and I'm going to be my best for myself. But what I'm not going to do is be miserable while you're happy. No, never. I would die before that happens. It ain't happening. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. You work in medicine? Okay, that's cool. Very nice. Yeah, when you are somebody that already works in the field where you help people, I think it's important to be even more protective of your personal life because you're naturally going to attract wounded people. Because the energy that you put out in the world is the soft, loving, caring, nurturing, compassionate energy. And that's beautiful. But if you don't have boundaries, what's going to happen is you're going to attract a lot of narcissists, a lot of histrionic personalities, a lot of borderline personality disorder people who just want to come and take all of that juicy, delicious, warm, empathic, caring energy, eat it all up, and then leave you high and dry after they get everything they need from you. What are you getting out of it? You're already doing your time of work. Why are you working off the clock? Off the clock, it should be equal. On the clock, it's a lack of balance. Like it's supposed to be a power imbalance when you're a healer and you're working with a client. They're coming to you because they need your help for you to raise their vibration. But when you're not on the clock, though, either these people are meeting you at your level or they are not. You need to decide what value do they bring to you. And if you're the only one giving, how equitable is that? Oh, broken people love all the healers. They'll love me. I can't tell you how many people create a fake account just to stalk me. People that I know in real life. And I watch my videos and act like they don't. Behind fake accounts. Leaving me crazy comments. Obsessed. People are obsessed with healers. Obsessed. They can't get enough of the energy. And they're like energy vampires. Like, it's like they want it. They want it. They gotta have it. It comes with the territory. But it's up to you to do something about it. That's not their fault that they're wounded and that they're broken. It's their responsibility to heal, but you can't make anybody want better for themselves. If I could do that, I would not have been a mental health for almost 20 years. I would have just waved my magic wand and everybody would be better and want better and be greater. But no, some people do not want better. They're happy exactly where they're at. And you look at it and you're like, that's what you want to be. And they're like, yes, probably. That's what I want to be. I don't want to grow. You got to leave people where they're at. Because you got to be true to yourself. If they're not meeting your needs, it's your responsibility to look out for you. It's somebody else's fault if you're getting treated like shit and you're still there. That's your fault. It's all about personal responsibility. Because at the end of the day, we're all here for a specific purpose. And it's for us to be the very best selves that we can be. It's not for us to be, to judge other people for where they're coming on their journey. It's for us to want better for ourselves. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lizzie Reed. Thanks for the love and light. I appreciate it. I'm sending it all back to you. I spent so many years of my life wasted behind trying to fix people that didn't want to be fixed, or trying to elevate people who didn't want to be elevated, or feeling sorry for people that didn't really want my pity, you know? Because when you think about it, pity isn't really a nice emotion. When you do things for people because you feel sorry for them, that's not a nice emotion. Like charity, pity is what gets us to do charity work. We do that because we recognize that the world is unfair and there's a lot of hurt and pain in the world, and we feel bad about that. So when we're in a position to make somebody's life better, we do, and we do that through charity. That's one way, right? Now, when you're in partnership with somebody or in a relationship, there should be no feelings of pity because that person is your equal. I used to have a knack for going after people that were beneath my standard because I felt sorry for them. It's like, oh, your mom died. I'm so sorry. Come, I'll take care of you. Oh, your family is foreign. Like you're an immigrant. Like you don't know what's going on with your life. Come, I'll take care of you. Oh, you don't have any friends. Come. Like I used to go after people like that, and now I'm at older age. No, charity is charity, but my personal life is not where I do my charity. It's where I demand equality. So if you're gonna be my friend or my lover, I need you to bring what I bring. If you don't, get lost, get missing, get gone. Don't let me make eye contact with you because you have nothing for me. So why are you here? Why would I invite you in? What is the reason? What do you bring with you that I would want to open my door for you to come in? What is that? If the answer is negativity, drama, gossip, waste of time, nothing luxurious, nothing abundant, nothing beautiful, I don't want it. You can go give that to somebody else. I want something high, not low. So if all you have to offer is low vibes, yikes. Now for me, better kudos to you. Live your life, buddy. Do what you do, how you do it. But no, I don't want to feel pity for my friends. I don't want to feel pity for my lovers. I don't want to feel pity for my family. Y'all are my support system. So it's either we're equally yoked or we're not. Either we're vibing or we're not. But it's not my job to fix you or reform you or whatever. Like I'm not over you. We're the same. So if I give love, you give love. If you can't give love, we don't have to exchange energy because my energy is love. I give pure love. I give pure devotion. I give pure loyalty. I give pure commitment. If you don't have that to give me, you can get gone. And I can keep what I have. I don't have to share it with somebody that's low vibrational because all they're going to do is bring me down. What's in it for me? What's in it for me? What am I getting out of it? I need more women to start thinking that way. What's in it for you? Why are you doing it? What are you getting out of it? How does this benefit you? How's this making your life better? If the answer is it's not, then why are you doing it? You say you want abundance. You say you want abundance. You say you want manifestation. You say you want joy. You say you want amazing things, amazing feelings. You want more love, more joy, more money, more beauty. And you're giving all your energy away to people, things, and situations that don't bring that. Why? Why? The universe will respond to the energy you put out, and actions carry more energy than a thought. Did you know that? You can say with your mouth that you want to be a happier person, but if your actions are you're always hanging out with negative people, guess what the universe is going to give you? Not the thing you said, but more negative people. Every person that you meet is going to be somebody that drives you in drama that you don't. Because that's what you said you want. Energy doesn't lie. You can lie with your mouth and say the things that sound good, but if your energy is negative, which is why you're attracting negative people, then you need to heal that energy. And you need to stop those behaviors that go with that negative energy. All that is within your control. You are the God. You are the master. You are the creator. If you don't want these low vibrational experiences anymore, then you choose something better. And you follow that choice with consistent action that says, I mean fucking business. So when an offer comes across you that invites you to these lower experiences, snip, snip. It's very simple. And eventually, what you will notice is that the only offers that will come across will be higher offers because you're making yourself unavailable for low vibrational offers. That's how manifestation works. I hope that was helpful to somebody out there because I was just dropping some gems, okay? Because this is all the reality. These are the facts of life, baby. You can't lie to God. Some of y'all don't realize this, so I feel like I need to say it out loud. You cannot lie to God. You cannot lie to the creator of the universe. When we say energy doesn't lie, this is what we mean. We mean the things that are in your heart that you're hiding from me. Those are the things that God reads. Okay? God knows what's in your heart. God knows your intentions. So if you're thinking that you can just go around saying nice things with your mouth, but keeping not so nice things in your heart, and you think you're going to manifest nice things because you said them, you're foolish. Because what's going on in your heart is what's going to guide your actions. And those actions is what will create your destiny. It's not enough to just speak. You've got to believe in your heart and you've got to do. So if you want to elevate, then stop engaging in bullshit. It's very simple. If it's trashy, separate yourself from it. Trashy people, trashy behavior, trashy habits. You don't want to be poor anymore, but you're doing poor things. You're thinking like a poor person. You're behaving like a poor person. But you tell me you don't want to be poor. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Poverty is a state of mind before it's a physical reality. It's in your head. The world has more than enough of everything for everybody. People who truly don't want to be poor, they act like they're not poor. They don't just wake up one day and they go, oh, I'm not poor anymore. They believe that poverty is not a reality in their consciousness. They convince themselves that they're not poor in their mind and in their heart, and they move accordingly. And the more they do that, guess what? Guess what happens? The more they get abundance. Because the more they do that, the more they trust the universe to provide for them. You see that? And the more they trust, the more God picks them up. Because all God ever wanted was for all of us to trust. That's what faith is. I know a lot of you grew up in church, but you don't understand like basic things about faith. That's what faith is I trust you. I trust life. So if you trust life, then why are you afraid to let go of what hurts you? Unless you don't trust life, but you're just saying that you do. Scorpio is not with the bullshit. So if you're saying one thing with your mouth, but your intentions are saying something else, and your actions are saying something else, after the Scorpio new moon, you're gonna get some epiphanies, baby. Your life is about to get illuminated because the seeds that you're planting, you're gonna reap them. But yeah, don't ignore your intuition. Every person that has ever suffered a violent attack or violent crime will tell you that before they were attacked, they always felt something. They felt off, they felt wrong, or when they met their attacker, they felt something like the vibe was off. So I don't know how people function without listening to their intuition. That's literally God's voice inside of us. That's my those are my thoughts about the importance of intuition, and Scorpio was already born with. highly tuned in. Scorpio's intuition is very finely tuned. Same with Capricorn. So with your placement, you should always know what's up. I used to struggle with that, Riri, and I think that struggle has helped me realize that I had some control issues that I needed to work through. And that is a very common issue with both Scorpio and Capricorn, is that both those personalities are very controlling. And control issues can show up in helpful ways. It doesn't always have to mean like domestic violence. You know, when people hear control issues, they think it has to be negative. It can also show up in a positive way where you love someone so much that you want to protect them from certain things. And if you can sense certain things aren't good for them, you want to protect them from those things. So you want them to avoid certain consequences of their karma or their actions. Part of my own maturity has been learning that I am not responsible for anyone else's journey. And it's not, hi. Well, I'm just hanging out, just chilling, just working. Yeah, it's not my job to make sure that other people make the right decisions in their lives. It's my job to make sure that I make the right decision in my life. Now, because I have a loving heart, if I know something that can protect you, I'll share it with you. But what you choose to do with that is your business. I'm not your God. I'm not your maker. I'm not your creator. I'm not your mommy. I'm not your daddy. Thank you for my rose. I'm not your anything. I'm not responsible for you. Now, if it's a child, I can tell them what to do, right? Like, I'm a mom. If it's my kid, you know, I can tell my kid what to do until they're an adult, right? But if it's another adult, I'm not responsible for that. So if they want to take my advice, great. If they don't, great. Either way, I'm still going to breathe oxygen. I'm still going to eat food. I'll still have a place to stay. My life is going to go on. So what I'm not going to do, though, is get myself bent out of shape about you making a bad decision in your life, because I'm not responsible for your life. You know, you guys know I worked as a therapist for many, many years and worked in mental health for almost 20 years. Do you think I would be able to sleep at night if I worried about whether or not people took my advice? No. I can tell you that sometimes during the session, I can actually predict that the person is not only going to ignore my advice, but they're going to do something that harms them. And oftentimes they do. And they come back and tell me about it. Do you think that I shame them for making those bad decisions? No. Sometimes people aren't ready to want more for themselves. Even though you want more. Oh, thank you for my bracelet. Very nice, Oma. Thank you. Even though you want better for them, if they don't want better for themselves, that's not your business. You have no right to even be involved in that. You know, like that's one thing I loved about having a career before astrology, because what therapy taught me is your boundaries. That's what therapy taught me. Therapy taught me what's my business and what's your business. I have the information, I give it to you. What you want to do with that, that's your business. I'm not responsible for that. So I stay in my lane and I allow you to stay in your lane. Some people who don't have good boundaries oftentimes struggle with control. They think that they can control other people's lives, and they think that if they think something is right, other people have to think the same thing. That's a really stressful life. I don't live like that anymore. I used to live like that with my family. I don't. Now I just let them be. Because who am I to tell people how to, grown people, how to live their lives? Why? Also, sometimes people need to make those mistakes so they can grow. And when you spend your entire life cuddling people and keeping them from mistakes, they'll learn nothing. They're naive. They're naive about life, you know? You have to let people fall. Sometimes you need to fall on your face for you to learn what it's like to get up and start again. That way, next time when you have a chance to make another decision, you're going to remember the pain of falling in that hole and how hard it was for you to get yourself back up and get your life back together. And you're going to make better decisions. But if you never fall in that hole, you gotta think it's all a joke because I protected you from it, right? So I don't. I let people fall. That's the best thing I can teach you. Let people fall. Everybody has their own journey. People do what they're supposed to because God is in charge. We're not. So if God has written that this person is supposed to fall, there's no matter this that you're gonna do that's gonna make them not fall. Because you're not the almighty, all powerful. It's up to them what they want to do. If they want to fuck their lives up for fun, let them. And then watch them bounce back. And cheer them on. And hopefully tomorrow they'll do better. Thank you for saying you like that perspective. Yeah, it's guilt free. Just let go of control. Don't control any. You don't control anybody's life. You don't control anybody's reality. Just stay in your reality. Stay in your own life. And mind your business. That's the best advice I can give you. If people ask you for advice, give it. But then what they do with that advice, this is what Africans do. Means it's not my business. That's what it means. Like, I'll wash my hands off of it. It's up to you. If you want to live right by yourself, if you want to honor yourself and be honest with yourself and want the best for yourself, that's your decision. If you want to hate yourself and you don't want to love yourself and you want to stay in low self-esteem and sadness and misery, that's your decision. Who am I to say you should want better for yourself if you don't? Who am I? Maybe what you want is this trash right now. And that's okay. You're not there yet. You're not ready to elevate. Why should I bully you about that? Me telling you you should want better is not going to make you want better. You have to know you deserve better in your heart. That's an inner work that only you can do. So why would I get myself caught up in something that I cannot control? I already lost before I get started. This is why therapists sleep nice. We sleep really well at night because we give you the guidance. What you choose to do with that, we don't get involved in that. We let you handle it because you're right. You're not a baby. I've got a 5-year-old. You're not a 5-year-old. You don't need me to hold your hand. Your choice. You want to make the right choice for yourself and do right by yourself. You decide you want to humiliate yourself, embarrass yourself, waste your life, live in low vibrational energy, live in low self-esteem. That's where you're at. I'm going to celebrate you either way. But your choices, your consequences. It's not my karma. If you decide to do something bad that hurts yourself or other people, that's not my karma. That's yours. So why would I get involved in micromanaging that for you? When ultimately you bear the brunt of that consequence. I don't. Because that's not my business. Part of having good boundaries is having good self-esteem. Because when you take on problems that you can't resolve or that you can't solve or fix, you're setting yourself up for a terrible outcome. Which, if you judge yourself in the outcome, will make you feel bad about yourself. But the facts are, that was never your business to begin with. So, if you love yourself enough, then you know to control what you can control, focus on what you can control, and you live there, which is in your bliss. That's a good question. Well, it said, me and my Gemini are actually doing really well. Crazy, right? Oh, that's cool. I'm glad you're having a good time. I love it. I love love. Because I think love is the only reason why we're here, honestly. And I think at the end of life, love is all that matters. The love that we gave and the love that we receive. Nothing else is going to be more important than love when we're dead. Like, nobody's going to be talking about anything other than the love we gave them and the love that they give us. That's what people talk about at funerals. They don't talk about anything else. So it's nice to be with somebody that you are sharing love with. It's beautiful. I love Gemini, despite the fact that I have to call out the crazy ones. They're the ones that the sign that they simply cannot shake. It's like I know they're crazy, but I can't help myself. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe something is wrong with me, but I adore Gemini. Every relationship I've ever had with a Gemini was like memorable. Years later, they're just so much, they're so amazing at everything. And I love their youthful spirit because I'm very intense, in case you can't tell. I like a spirit that is a lot less intense than me, keeps me balanced and grounded. You divorced a Gemini. You were a Capricorn with a Gemini. That's too funny. Yeah, those two are not good together at all. But they have the best laughs though together. Because Gemini brings like the childish humor and Capricorn brings the old humor, like the old person humor. So together it's like full picture. I was not the problem. Oh, that's too funny. Doesn't it feel so good though when you weren't the problem? Like, My favorite is when they think you're the problem and you leave them and they realize they have the same problem. That's when the light bulb goes on. Like, oh, so this whole time everybody else wasn't the problem. That's my favorite. It's like they need to leave you and go try that mess with someone else for them to like have the aha moment. Like, oh, it's me. It's always been me. Sometimes people need that. Like sometimes you telling them that you're not the problem is not enough. They need to like experience. They need to experience themselves with someone else. You know what I mean? So that they can get it. The one thing I like about Scorpio energy is that it will keep you honest. That's why when Scorpio is a liar, it's such a waste of a life because Scorpio is literally here to highlight the truth for us. Yeah, Scorpio is going to keep it real with you. If they're living in a high vibrational state, they always keep it real with you. The lionized Scorpio is a scary ass individual because it's the opposite of what they're getting ready to do. This is why I always say that a lionized Sagittarius is somebody that failed their Scorpio test. Because somebody that passed their Scorpio test should know that the truth will set you free. So by the time they get to be a Sagittarius, they don't mind accepting the truth, even if it's an ugly truth. Because they should have learned that at Scorpios. Scorpios, when we learn what's right and what's wrong, what's light and what's dark, what's real and what's fake. Because Scorpio is very clear about those things. Like, clear. No wiggle room, black or white. So by the time we get to Sagittarius, you should have already mastered that. And you're just using your voice at this point to encourage the people by knowing that you can make mistakes and still bounce back. But a person that was lazy when they were a Scorpio and didn't do their work, when they get to be a Sagittarius, they're going to be the worst kind of human being. Because they're going to be lying, manipulating, like all of the worst qualities of Scorpio, that's what they're going to be. Because they haven't evolved. They lived, but they didn't grow. They learned nothing. They're just breathing, eating, pooping, and going to bed. They were learning nothing on this ride, just existing. Which is sad, really. It's very sad because God brought you here for something better than that. All right, guys, I guess I'll catch you next time. I just stopped by to work and vibe with you. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Sending you love and light. Oh, wow. Yes, best wishes to everyone. You can book your astrology reading at intuitivehealing.com. You can also watch videos at Intuitive Healing here on YouTube for Astrology 101 content. Listen to the Aquarius podcast on Spotify as well as here on YouTube for your horoscope. If you're interested in astrology and love connections, you can visit at Styled Under Libra. And of course, for health and wellness and holistic healing, visit at Styled Under Virgo for all of your astrology content. Thanks so much for watching.